Another argument, we cannot defy the federal courts. Roe versus Wade is law. You will hear, any of you watched the Louisiana thing going on this last week? A guy said, Roe versus Wade is law, okay? This is ridiculous because I've never seen anywhere in our nation where we've decided that the Supreme Court creates laws, right? The Supreme Court doesn't create laws. It's a ruling by the Supreme Court, but legislators will tell you Roe versus Wade is law and their hands are tied. We must remind them that Roe versus Wade is not law. Courts don't make laws, legislators make laws. We must remind them that it's the power of the state has sovereignty to ignore unjust federal rulings. A great example of this in many states, Norm knows this because he lived in Colorado, is that they've defied the federal government in marijuana, right? So if we can do this, defy federal rulings on marijuana, then surely we can do it on abortion, right? We need to point out that Roe versus Wade is also unconstitutional. So the 14th Amendment of the Constitution states that all human beings must have equal protection under the law. At the time of Roe versus Wade, Supreme Court Justice Blackmun wrote, and I read that before, "We know a baby in the womb is a human being from conception. The Bible tells us, and science has confirmed it. Roe versus Wade's ruling was unconstitutional and morally wrong. We must ignore it." Number 5, abolition bills must repeal or supersede all statutes that would allow for abortion. A lot of the times, pro-life legislators will say, well, you're going to do away with all of our progress. First off, I like to laugh and say, what progress? Abortion's still happening. And in Utah, late-term abortions are still happening, if you didn't know. When speaking with legislators about this, it's important to be sensitive on this issue. Some legislators have dedicated their lives to putting in bills that they think will rescue babies. They think they're doing good. We should be willing to commend them on their commitment to save lives, while at the same time pushing them to do what is right. If a legislator objects to supporting a bill to criminalize abortion, saying it would do away with what's already been done, we should point out what has already been done is allowing abortion to continue and may actually keep abortion going. If the Supreme Court were to overturn Roe versus Wade this week and make abortion illegal at a national level, which we know it's not law still, it's just a ruling, the incremental bills that have accepted it as law would allow babies to continue to be murdered because they've created bills that say they would allow abortion in certain cases like rape, incest, or disability of the child. So tomorrow, Roe v. Wade is overturned. The next day, abortions are still happening in Utah because of all the exceptions and the bills that have been written by pro-life industry.
60 million murdered in our country, that's a scary count. Wombs become a death camp, trash can a burial. American Holocaust, more than all the soldiers lost in every single war. It's an era marked in gold. The innocent